Hello everybody and welcome back to season 47 of the Ally Better Together series. Today we're here at Michigan International Speedway. 70 laps will be run here today. Stages will end on laps 15 and 40. John Andrews is going to lead the field down to the green flag. Just 3 races left in the regular season. Last week we were at Richmond and it was won by Rich Roy. Rich Roy took the checkers at Richmond. And so get his second win of the season. He's in the playoffs, but now we're back to green again, and we're underway in Michigan as the chase for the playoffs continues. The chase to make the playoffs continues, I should say. Battle for third getting a little tight now with LG Lataro and Nilson Herrera right out of the gate. Andrews leads the first lap. I think he won here last season, I believe. So he knows a thing or two about this big track. 24 is Clark McKee now in second position. And a nice run there by Nathan Ormond to get a couple spots inside the top 5. First lap will go to Andrews. Andrews already has a win this season. If he wins again, he's locked in. Currently standing, I believe, outside the winners this season among points. So another win would be huge. Oh, Allison Rain getting turned around, and now the 16th is spun. Barretto gets turned, and the 8 car as well. A couple cars spinning brings out the first caution of the day. We expect to see a couple more of those throughout the day. Andrews takes the lead. Herrera's just took second away from Clark McKee before they crossed the line for the caution. So what a move there by the 51, getting a spot before the yellow came out. Let's take a look at the big wreck that brought out the first caution. Alright, here's what brought out the first yellow. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., the red car in the middle, turns around the 48 car, gets her loose. Allison Rain getting turned by the 4. Everybody is slowed up and behind them, and it just became a mess from there. Barretto was caught up too as well, and they hit the wall. Bernesh was caught up, and I think Ebrahimian got a piece of it. And boy, it was a big spin with cars just piling all up everywhere. Just spinning around. Ebrahimian spun as well. I think Chavez got a piece of it, so did Rich Roy. Oh, 11 got a piece, and I think the one other car did get a piece. That's the 34 Matt Gomes. Couple cars involved in that wreck, bringing out our first yellow of the race. And again, we expect to see more of those as the day goes on. This track is really wide and very fast, so expect to see a lot of expect to see a lot of aggression here throughout the day, as we have only a few races left until the playoffs begin. Alright, we're back for the restart here in Michigan, and as I mentioned earlier, John Andrews was a winner here. He won this race here at Michigan last season. So he's probably the most experienced one of the most experienced, I should say, among those who have already won here at this track. Alex Hawkins, James Richardson also won here. Richardson won here in season 31. And Zachary Fitzwater won here in season 35. Chris Leone won here in 41. Rich Roy won here in 42. So a couple of drivers already have a win here at Michigan. Andrews, though, is leading the pack on this double file restart. And we're going back to the green. Look at that. 51 got a little bit of a slightly better jump than the 17. Will the 17 be able to outrun him on the bottom lane, though? And not going to be able to. 51 takes the lead. Takes advantage of the better grip on the outside to pull away with the race lead. Herrera in a must-win situation to be considered to be in the playoffs. And Clark McKee running second place, just passing Andrews, and now Ormond follows him in third. Ormond follows him as well, and now 3 wide with Andrews on the high side. Oh, Andrew's not looking too good right now, but the outside is better, has the better grip, and now there's 3 cars spinning. 3 cars involved in that wreck. Alexander Rowe, Skylar Taylor, Stewie Moore. Caught up in the mess and no caution. I'm surprised. We stay green. How about that? I thought there'd be a caution. Wow, no caution. We stay green. That has got to be the biggest wreck I've seen that did not bring out a caution. Wow, how did that happen? Okay, we're going to keep racing then. It's not the end of it though. More drivers going real wide, really close. They're all battling to get into the playoffs. Here comes McKee for the lead. Get a run on the bottom. 51 trying to get a run outside. McKee's going to clear. And now the 41 KC Hoyt's going for the lead. This is almost like a super speedway, by the way, Michigan, with how it's banked and how fast this track can go. Except without the restrictor plates. Casey Hoyt's using that experience to his advantage. Into second place he goes. He won here at Daytona and Talladega. He's looking to win here at Michigan, even though it's not classified as a super speedway. But it feels like one. Ormond is in 4th, and 3rd now Nilson Herrera. Herrera's up to 3rd place, and Uzi Excel is trying to get by LG Lataro. LG Lataro, though, trying to fight back on the outside, and cars are coming out of the pits because they didn't bring out the caution when Stewie Moore and 2 other drivers went up into the wall. Oh my, what a start to that. What a big restart that was. And it may not be over yet. The wreckages, the close battles may not be over just yet. Because they're going to have a stage break caution in a couple laps. Clark McKee still leading the race. Herrera looks to the bottom. Herrera looks on the outside, going for the outside better grip. Trying to drag his momentum into the outside, hoping to make a pass without having to go into the bottom lane. He stays put. There's Harukin Kolungalu to the bottom, and he's not able to pass Excel. Now battling with Daniel Voiles for position. 24 has not won this season. The 41 has 51. They all have not won. The 9 hasn't won also. Boy, oh boy, a lot of these non-winners all trying to win in Michigan, trying to get high in the points enough to make it to the playoffs. It would really shake up the field if one of the 4 were to win. Andrews is 5th. LG Lataro runs 6th, and Castillo is up to 7th place. And now the 10 is going to try again on the 5 car. Man, that 5 is real strong on the outside, though. Now the 10 is going to lose a spot to the 47, maybe. That outside has the better grip, but only in certain parts of the track. Probably on the backstretch and straightaways, the outside has the better grip. It's one of those unusual tracks with so much different lanes where the grip is better in. So many turns, the grip's better in. Andrews trying to get into the 9 car. Well, trying to pass the 9 car. And yeah, we're in the backstretch now where the outside lane is better. They enter the turns, the bottom is better. So it's all about completing the pass before they get to the straightaways and the backstretch. One more lap in stage number 1. Clark McKee has a bit of a comfortable lead. Not too far though, but McKee can try to hold on. If he doesn't make a mistake here, he'll be the stage 1 winner. 41, look at that big run he got on the outside, though. Might be trying to fight him back heading into turns 3 and 4. This is it, folks. This is for the stage win. 24 trying to pull away from the 41, the final stage, in the first stage, I should say. And it looks like he's going to do it. Going to hold him off for now. Clark McKee is going to be your stage 1 winner at Michigan. Clark McKee takes the first stage here in the Irish Hills. And he's hoping to get that momentum on his side to lead him to victory here in Michigan. Before we get back for the start of stage 2, let's take a look at what happened with the scuffle with those three drivers between 42, 23, and 77 that didn't bring out the caution. Alright, this is what happened to those three drivers that didn't bring out the caution. The 23 was going on the bottom, then just moved up high and then get right into Stewie Moore and the 42 Skylar Taylor, and all three of them went up into the wall. Hard crash for those three, and yet somehow the yellow flag did not come out. The 23 was wall riding at one point with the wheels in the wall. And I have never seen a wreck like that didn't bring out a caution. So I wonder what exactly do they need to do to bring a caution out? I mean, you saw that. You see that? Like, it was like the 23 was riding on the wall. Literally was riding on the wall there. And it didn't bring a caution out. Look at this. That's wall riding. Oh, wow, on the side. Wall riding on the side there. Look at that. This did not bring out a yellow. And there's proof that the lights were still green after they came out of after the 23 came out of the wall. That is unbelievable. How in the world did this not bring a yellow? Look at that. This did not cause a yellow flag. That is so crazy. Again, I've never had a wreck like this before that didn't bring out a yellow. Oh my goodness. There's the wall ride right there for the 23 car. My goodness. Oh my. I don't know how that didn't bring out a yellow. But we might see more of that as the race goes on. It's going to be an intense race for sure. But we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. And before we get to the green, let's show you the pit stops that the drivers took under yellow before the start of stage 2. Leaders coming to the pits right now, no surprise, trying to see what tires and fuel they should use for the rest of the way. They may have to pit again, though, later in the race after stage 2, though, but still trying to figure out a strategy. Oh, and look at this battle right here. It looks like the 41 got out first, barely over the 24. Wow, what a pit stop for Casey Hoyt. Barely beats out the 24 down pit road, and he will be the leader as we get to the start of stage 2. Stage 2 is coming up next. Alrighty guys, back to the green flag in stage number 2. 24 got the better jump over the 41. But the 41 is not giving up, still running second. And what a run by UZXL, going for third place on the bottom lane. Already a winner this season. He wants more. He wants more. This team wants more. They want to win more and get the momentum on their side to start the playoffs. Oh, 19 fights back on the outside. As we talked about in the backstretch, the high groove has the better grip. So it's about completing those passes before they get to the straightaways and backstretch. Nathan Ormond takes fourth, and now Excel is really dropped back. Excel's dropping. He's on the outside. I guess that move was a little too aggressive. Looking at this pack, battling it out for position. This is getting inside the top 5. Andrews in the middle, and look at the 12 get a run into 4th. What a run for that 12 into 4th place. He made the bottom work somehow. Oh no, Excel gets into a crash. 15 has spun into the wall, and rain involved too. Hard hit by the 15. And he's flying upside down. And the 24 will be the leader to the caution. Big wreck there. This time the yellow came out. Hard hit by Edith Cardoza as she goes flipping to bring out the caution. Haven't seen a flip in a while, but we'll take a look at what brought out the yellow. Alright, let's see what brought out the caution with the 15 car. You saw UZXL on the outside. He was trying to get back to the bottom lane, but I guess he didn't see the 15 right below him, and he tangles up with Edith Cardoza as they enter turn number 3. It was real tight on the corners. It's really hard to pass here, to stick with it, and when you get too close, chances are they tend to wreck each other out. And this is what happened right here. Cardoza got up into the wall by the 5, and 15 tried to save it. She tried to get right back to it, tried to get right back to racing, but just being shuffled around now by Richardson. And then Allison Rain was the one that spun the 15. Ian Chavez was just stuck in the middle, and Chavez, I believe, was the one that flipped the 15 upside down. Hard crash by Cardoza. My goodness. Doing everything she could to gain some spots like everyone else, and just got caught up in a mess. There she goes, flipping and flopping. Hard hit by the 15, but she'll be alright. Anyway, we're going to be back for the restart. Alrighty guys, welcome back, and Edith Cardoza has decided to call her race early. Decided to pack it up and head for next week's race, Daytona. And she is the first driver out of the race here today. No surprise, because that flip was huge and it was hard hit by the 15. There was really no way that she could have recovered from that here today. But her eyes are now set on Daytona next week as the green flag waves here back in Michigan. 41 gets the jump. The outside prevails again. If only drivers could choose if only drivers could choose here in this universe. Wouldn't that be something? 24 into third, drops to third. Look at Ormond taking second away. These two drivers have not won, both on the same team, but neither of them have won. So it might be a battle of who gets there first. But look at the 6, Michelle Anderson. And a big run he's got on the bottom. Third place, going for second. Might have been tight. Look at the 38 go. And a car is spun. Another spin. More cars around. And 2 cars slow. I don't know if they got tangled up earlier. Zane Smith, no, 38, I'm sorry. It's Nick Salmon in second place. What a move there by the 38 before the caution. But Casey Hoyt will be the leader to the yellow. What a run by Nick Salmon. I got to see that again, man. I got to see how he did it. Look at that. Here he is on the bottom, outside the top 5, and in just a couple moves it took for him to get to second. Look at this. They're wrecking behind. We'll take a look at the wreck in a minute. But look at Zane Smith. But look at 38 car Nick Salmon. I said Zane Smith. That's his ride now. But Nick Salmon, though, look at that. Pulled off a Zane Smith type move there into second place. That move kind of reminds me of Zane Smith. I don't know why, but yeah, Nick Salmon took second place on that big move. Now let's take a look at what brought out the caution. Alright, this is what brought the yellow flag. It looked like the 45 Ryan Durant got right into Rich Roy. Roy had nowhere to go, and he gets up into the wall. And then soon after, a couple cars get involved in his spin too. Oh, Herrera, man, gets knocked out here. And more cars are spinning, including Bernesh, who was also caught up in a wreck earlier today. So is Dallin Ebrahimian. So their days are just not going their way. They were caught up in another crash to bring out the caution. A mess overall. And let's take a look at the other drivers that spun. Oh, wait, Allison Rain, I think, was involved in there too. So I think they were involved in the wreckage. But let's take a look at what happened with James Richardson and Sam Oscon. Alright, so this is what happened between the 43 and the 11. They were going 4 wide in the back of the pack. And I'm not sure why Richardson cut up on the outside, but he just tried to make it stick and it didn't work. And he and Oscon get caught up in the wreckage in the middle with Ian Chavez. Chavez made it through, but the other two did not. And that's why those two were very slow at the start. And they might have been the ones who brought out the caution, come to think of it. But the 43 and 11 tangle up, and that's why they were behind. And then the drivers started to wreck each other out. You saw the debris fly on the screen there. And here's another look at that, the last wreck we showed you. And man, this was a tough night, tough day for some of these drivers. Let's get back to the restart. Alrighty guys, 8 laps to go in stage number 2. Green flag about to come out again. Here we go. 38 with the jump. That outside has prevailed. It has not failed yet. Allison Rain, Stewie Moore out of the race, by the way. But now 41 trying to fight back. 38 gets the high side and gets away. And now 38 leading the race. Nick Salmon takes it. Nick Salmon takes lead. Here comes the 9 of Nathan Ormond. Oh, he's getting too tight. Clark McKee's second now. Oh man, it turned quickly on him. The 9 car got too tight. Oh man, he was about to take the lead. He got too tight on the corner and he lost the lead. He's lost his chance to take the lead now. Clark McKee clears by Nick Salmon. McKee's out front. Third place now, Connor Breton, and John Andrews moves into the top 5. Nick Salmon wants it back though. He's right behind him. 3-car Clint Buchanan in the middle lane, and that middle lane has just not worked in this type of turn. But LG Lataro is going to the bottom in the 3rd place. Can he clear those 2? Can he make the move just like the 38 did before the caution? Oh, 20's hitting the wall. Oh, John Andrews spinning. Oh, man. Way too close there. Lataro, and they were battling with Lataro for 3rd. And it ends up going wrong. Racing back to the line. Clark McKee looks like he will take the lead under caution. Question is, how many laps will there be left in stage 2? So I'm not sure if he's going to be the stage winner yet, but we'll have to wait and see how many laps this takes, and then they'll decide how they'll go from stage 2 to the final stage. No need to see a replay. The 20 car just spun hard, battling with John Andrews and LG Lataro for 3rd. My goodness, things can turn in an instant. Holy cow. But anyway, let's see if any drivers come to pit under this period, because they may pit earlier since it's near the end of the stage. And we'll see what happens. Let's see if the drivers come to pit under this period, and we'll just wait and see if McKee decides to commit or any other driver commits here at this point. Doesn't look like they're going to commit. They're going to go for it. They're going to keep on running with the setup they have. So the leaders are staying out now, and they're going to keep the setup that they have for now. Anyway, we'll decide on what we'll do with stage 2 a little later. Alrighty guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to run 1 lap in stage 2 and then go right to stage number 3 unless if a caution comes out on the very next lap. It's just like I think what we did in Pocono in stage number 1. We have no stage break caution between 2 and 3. They're going to run 1 more lap in stage 2 and then go straight to final stage without a break. So it's just like Pocono, what we did a couple races back. Except this is for stage 2 and into the final stage. See who's going to get the better jump, and the outside has been the better one. So we'll see if the 38 can hold off the 24. Onto the green. Here we go on the final lap of stage number 2. 38 gets a jump. He's away. What a jump for that 38. He gets by. And the 38 is going to pull ahead. He might be the stage 2 winner. And again, there's no stage break caution. But the 38's going to win stage 2 likely. Connor Breen just got by for second place. Wanted to go on the outside, maybe try to get the better grip. Might not pay off for him as LG Lataro is fast approaching. But stage 2 is going to go to 38 car Nick Salmon. So stage 2 is complete, and now they're on the final stage at this point. 30 to go here at Michigan. 2 car is third, Priya McShane. All these battling for what it's worth now, and now Lataro is in second. Salmon pulling ahead, and now Lataro is trying to get on the bottom lane. 2 car was trying to get to the outside, maybe get the grip. Gonna lose a couple. We're gonna lose it now, and 2 is losing it to Colin Francis in third. Francis, wow, what a move he's made. He's up to third place. Nick Salmon won earlier this season at Bristol. He looks to add another win this season to lock himself in and not have to worry about points and whatnot. There'll be 2 races after this in the regular season, and Daytona is next weekend. Yeah, they're going to be running Daytona next weekend. Sure going to be a lot of fun. That race is going to be fun. 47 to the bottom, and he takes third from Francis. Connor Breen might try to go for third here. Look at this battle for third place, and Breton's going to have a run. Can he make it stick? There he goes. There he's got the third spot for now. Away from Daniel Voiles. Voiles has been really competing as of late. It just hasn't been able to try to get a win, but maybe the consistency will get him into the points. Make him eligible to be a non-winner to make it in. Oh, somebody crashed. Someone crashed. Racing back to the line. 38's going to take the caution. Just when Lataro was about to make his move. 1 car flipping. That's JP Lataro. Oh, LG's brother got flipped. Oh, man. That's a nasty crash. Another nasty one here in Michigan. Take a look at what happened. All right, this is what happened to JP Lataro. It looked like the 6 car got right into the 22. Don't know if that was intentional or not, but it just was at the wrong place at wrong time. Lataro flips and brings out the caution. Another driver flipping. Man, this track is really vicious, come to think of it, but 22 is upside down. Yikes, another car upside down, and his brother was about to take the lead before the yellow came out. Yeah. But anyway, let's get back for the restart. Welcome back, and this just in, the 38 car is pitting. Apparently a tire went down after he took the caution, and he will lose the lead. And LG Lataro takes the lead. Tough break for that 38 car. On to the unexpected pit stop for the team. They cut a tire. Now they're gonna be in the back of the pack. LG leads, but he's not gonna have the outside lane now. Now that goes to Connor Breton. So how will LG be able to handle this as being in the inside, since the outside has not really worked on restarts? About to find out. Is about to get the restart here in the final stage. Here we are, back to the green. Daniel Voiles gets the jump. Connor Breen had to come to the pits before the green flag, and now Voiles was on the outside of Lataro, and he takes the lead. Maybe his hot streak would finally include a win for that 47 car. Oh, that pace car looked... Wow, you saw how that pace car moved? My goodness. I'm surprised it didn't get any damage. Lataro's down to third. Here comes Francis to try to take that away. Oh, what a run he's got. He's going for second. Voiles still leading the race. And Francis is getting a run to the second spot. And the 9 going on the apron, trying to get the extra grip. Ormond is now on the bottom. They're going 4 wide. They're going really close to one another. This might not end well. This might not end well. This looks like it might not end well. Oh, man. And how did they not wreck each other? That is just so unbelievable. They've been running so close and they did not wreck. But Voiles is out in front. I mean, Voiles has been a hot streak lately with some consistent finishes, but he's trying to get a win out of this and maybe get himself in the playoffs. Francis is a two-time winner. About 20 laps to go here at Michigan. A lot of drivers moving up, gaining ground. Here comes Durrani. Durrani's making a comeback. He was caught up in some early wrecks. He's making a comeback here, trying to get inside the top 5. First and second. Now look at the 7 trying to get a run on the outside. He's trying to find a lane. He's trying to find a way around that number 47. Oh, 3's on the apron. Oh, he was trying to get aggressive here. 4 wide maybe. LG Lataro caught up in the middle, and it's just a tough break for him. Dropping way back after being on the front row at the restart. Maybe his wreck that a brother had been involved might have really killed out any momentum that 21 had. 21 now just trying to get afloat here, trying to still be in contention. Now the 7 car is in second place. That's Cullen Francis. Francis doing whatever he can to try to close in on Daniel Voiles. Francis wants another win. He wants the momentum. He wants to be that leader with multiple wins in the regular season. He's won here many times. He's won many times and becoming clutch. So maybe we'll see if he can make another big move ahead of him in that over that leader 47. Durrani in third place. 1 win he has. He's already he's still below the cut line among the winners. Needs another win to get it locked into the playoffs in a must-win situation for Durrani to try to defend his title. Going for second on Francis. Clears the 7. He's going up to second now. Durrani needs another win to stay alive in the championship race. Trying to go for a repeat. Francis going down low. He's going for the second spot, trying to take it away. Francis gets a run on the bottom, trying to take second away from the 45 again. Clint Buchanan, haven't talked about him. He's actually in 4th. And here's Chris Leone in 5th. Francis is in 2nd place. Buchanan looks to the bottom to go for 3rd. And don't count out the 12 car. 9 car also in the mix. 47 pulls ahead. Now Durrani's on the outside. Gonna lose 3rd to Clint Buchanan. Might even lose another spot to Chris Leone. Now Priya McShane gains ground on the top 5. Another contender in the ring. Man, this race has been very competitive. Daniel Voiles though got the start. A big jump ahead. Can he hold on for the win? Voiles looking to win and get himself to the playoffs maybe. Trying to be in contention. Daniel Voiles. He had to return a couple seasons back and multiple wins. Voiles is trying to get another victory here today at Michigan. Francis is 2nd place now. And now looks like Leone just moved up to 4th. Chris Leone is 4th now. Quinn Moore and now Clark McKee in the bottom. Top 10 are going to be very competitive. Durrani's trying to fight back over Priya McShane. .24 looks to the bottom, trying to stick with it. Trying to stick with the bottom lane. But doesn't really have a lot of draft to work to make it work. Francis way in the back there. Could try to take the draft from the 47, trying to make a pass. This race is getting really intense now. Very intense between these drivers with Daniel Voiles, Colin Francis, and Clint Buchanan. And I think Voiles used to drive for RCR. Leon gets a run. He's in the third now. 12 car gets a run. He's in contention now. Chris Leon is in contention now. He's got 13 laps to go to get by the two in front of him. Here comes the 9. Ormond's in fourth. And this is the longest green flag run we've had today. And these guys are hoping that it stays that way till the end. Guys do not want to see overtime because, of course, we've seen overtime finishes here earlier this season. And they ended up all being decided on mileage. It's crazy at Worldwide Technology, by the way, that race. Look at the run he's got. Voiles is pulling away. Voiles is pulling away. A big run he got, but is he going to be pulling off too far? Leon was trying to get second, but Francis is fighting back on the outside lane. Looks like the 12 will have to get the draft again to try to make that move. But what a competitive race this has become again. Almost 10 laps to go at Michigan. Daniel Voiles still has the lead. Here comes Durrani, trying to get by Clint Buchanan. Coming to almost 10 laps to go. 45 gets by the 3. Still could be competitive. Another restart here, and it would be really intense. The 7 car, Colin Francis, right behind him. Oh, 3 car trying to get the position back. 45 getting the draft of the 3 here. The 9 car took it too tight. Maybe an opportunity to get by for 3rd place. Sorry, 4th place. Now there's 10 laps to go here at Michigan. I don't even know if they're going to be able to, if these guys are going to be pitting again, come to think of it. Let's hope they don't pit at the very end there, because that would be really like jumble it up here. 9 laps to go here at Michigan. Look at the wide battle with 38 and 21. Look at that 38 making a comeback. He's in the top 10. 38, though, had to be in the back on the last restart because of a tire going down, and now he's going inside the top 10. Do not count him out yet. Still in the running for a win. 8 laps to go when they hit the stripe. 38. Still in contention. Incredible comeback for that 38 car. But will there be enough time to catch the leaders? And France is looking low. Maybe he'll try to pass here. But Voiles has stayed as the leader since the last restart. Look at Leon getting on the draft. Might ride the 7 car in the draft. 47 hoping that he stays as his car sticks to the bottom. Tires are wearing off though. Oh, look at the 12 getting a push. Trying to get a big run. Trying to make something happen with 7 laps to go. 7 to go here at Michigan. And now Leon's fighting with Ormond. And look at the 38. He's got a run. Nick Salmon a chance here to get in the top 5. He's not done yet. Nick Salmon is not done. In the top 5 he goes. This would be a huge comeback if he wins this race. 6 to go. He's still got a chance. My goodness, what a run by Nick Salmon. He's trying to make a comeback work. 6 more times around. Here comes Francis. Is he finally going to make the pass? He's not yet cleared. Voiles fights on the outside lane. Still fighting into turn 3, and he's 7 clears. And now the 3 is going for the lead. And he makes the move with 5 laps to go. Colin France is your leader. Oh, now the 47 is fading again. Buchanan up to 2nd place. Very competitive battles here. 7 car hanging on. We saw the big comeback by Nick Salmon into 5th. He's not done yet. See if anybody will find an open opportunity. He's gone on the outside. Voiles is going for the 2nd spot again. 4 laps to go. Colin Francis. And look at the 38 go. He's going for it. He's going for it. He's going for 3rd. 3 wide behind. 38's going for 3rd place. Can he make it clear? He can make it stick. Yes, he does. He makes it stick. France is trying to hang on. Nick Salmon just gained another spot. He can still make it work. He can still come from behind. 3 laps to go. Look at the run he's got on the bottom lane. He's making it stick. And he's going for 2nd. He makes it work. He's got his eyes set on the race lead. The fresher tires that he had to go on pit road might start to work. France has got a huge lead though, but will Salmon be able to close in? 3 to go. It could come down to overtime if there's a caution. I'm sure 7 does not want to see that. Coming to 2 to go. 38's got the grip. He's got the run. What a comeback it would be for Nick Salmon. But France is trying to hang on and collect his 3rd win of the season. 2 laps to go. It'll be between Francis and Salmon. Who's going to win here? Salmon's got to run. And 1.5 laps to go. Does Salmon have a chance against the 7? He's got to make the right move. Coming to the white flag. Here we go. Salmon to the bottom he goes. France is trying to outrun him on the outside. White flag is in the air with 1 more lap to go. Colin France is trying to hang on. Here comes Salmon. Can he make it work on the last lap? Going to the bottom. Can he make it stick? There he goes. He made it work. He did it. From last place at the restart to the lead on the last lap. Would this be a huge comeback if he holds on? 2 more turns to go. France has got 1 more chance. He's not going to be able to get there. Nick Salmon does the impossible. Off the final corner, he wins at Michigan, coming from last place on the restart to the win. Alright guys, your final results from Michigan. Nick Salmon, I checked on the last restart, he restarted 30th. And somehow, he worked his way up and got the win. I think it was those fresher tires that he put on, where everybody else ran old tires. And he put on fresh tires when one of his tires blew up. That might have helped him out and got him the win. The pickle car goes to victory lane. It's the first time we've seen a Grillo's Pickles car win a race. So Nick Salmon does the impossible. Gains 29 spots from the last restart to win at Michigan. Another comeback story complete here in the PLABT series. He gets his 2nd win of the season. That locks him into the playoffs no matter what. So Nick Salmon will be a playoff driver in season 47 as you take a look at the rest of the finishing order. But what a race, Michigan, man. Exciting all around. Can't wait to be back here next season. Next weekend, though, it'll be another exciting race, and this time at Daytona. We know that's going to be just as exciting, if not more than this race. You do not want to miss Daytona, because we're only 2 races left until the playoffs start. It's going to be really, really big, so you don't want to miss the next 2 events, and especially Daytona, so you don't want to miss that. But until next time, we'll see you later.